Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And as you can see in this image here, it's asking you a simple question. Would you do this again? This country is a money worshiping disaster. Everybody's worshiping money. The heathens, the church, the government, the Christians, the Catholics. Everybody worshiping money. They're pretending they're not. They acting like they're not, but it's obvious. It's obvious what's going on, because all of the values and the standards was buried with Jesus, but it was never resurrected. The values and the standards are still buried. People are corrupted. They have corrupted hearts. They have corrupted minds, and they will do anything for money, including crucifying Jesus again. There's no doubt in my mind that he would come back, he would condemn this system, and they would crucify him again. Let me say that again. There is no doubt in my mind that he would come back and condemn this system, and they would crucify him again. And you know who would crucify him? Not the prostitutes, not the criminals, not the thugs, not the pimps, not the drug dealers, not the homeless. It will be the church and the politicians, the wealthy. That's who will crucify him. And he would have no support, because all of the average Christians, they would be too afraid to stand up. They'll be too afraid to stand up because they will have to go to work, because they chasing the bag. They will be at the shopping mall while your Savior is on the cross. They will be at Starbucks while your Savior is getting a sword pierced through his side. They will be at the sports arena. They will be at the awards assembly, giving each other awards, while your Savior is getting a thorn on his head. That's the state of America. So would you do this again? Answer in the comments. You know most people would. He would be out there by himself, alone, being tortured, condemned, and crucified. There will be some well-wishers that walk by and give him a few rosemary beads or some olive branch, maybe. You know, they may bow their head for 2 or 3 seconds on their way to Lululemon, on their way to Louis Vuitton, on their way to Walmart. They may stop for a second and look in pity. So you have already done it, guys. Would you do it again? It's already been done. It's been done every day. The sacrifice has already been made. The price has already been paid. but you continue to pay it. Selling your own soul, your own spirit, your own consciousness, selling your principles, flushing everything you know is right down the toilet. Have you no faith? You don't have any values or principles. You don't have any standards. You're just savages running around thinking that this is all yours. This belongs to the universe. All this stuff is going to go back to dirt. Hold on, guys. Okay. All this stuff's going to go back to dirt, guys. You have to understand that. We're going to all go back to the earth. Whether you believe in hell or not, you're not going to stay here. So guys, don't chase money. Don't worship money. You going to worship God and money? Or is money your God? Lottery winners say all the time that they wish they would never have won because it ruined their lives. Matter of fact, let's take a look. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, yeah, so that's just it, guys. You have to have a conviction. You have to know who you are. You know, you have to live for the principles that you've laid for yourself. But a lot of you haven't laid principles for yourself. You've allowed the matrix, you have allowed the system to lay principles for you. You know? And like I was saying about the lottery winners, a lot of people have won a lottery and they have lost their money, and they like I said, they wish they had never won. You also have that group that won and they were responsible with their money. You know, it's just a strange situation that we live in this country where we will do anything for money, including voluntarily be slaves. Because we live in fear of not having enough money. It's almost like living in fear of not having enough oxygen. You know, because money is the equivalent of oxygen. You know, if you don't have enough of it, you suffocate. You know, under the economic, strangulation of the system. You know. So that's where we're at right now. And most people, if they can't breathe, they would do anything to get one breath of air. They would kill. They would lie. They would cheat. They would steal air from someone else if they had to. Their survival instinct is vicious. It's reptilian. It's animalistic. That survival instinct. And people will do anything, but the problem with it is that most people are not doing all this just for survival. They're doing it for greed. I think most people will be happy with surviving. Not happy. Satisfied with surviving. Most people would prefer to thrive if their opportunity was present. That's why so many people fall for scams. So many people fall for scams because they want to be more than satisfied. They want to thrive. And in the pursuit of thriving, there is this spirit of greed. So there's a thin line between thriving and being greedy. The system wants you to believe that you need millions and millions of dollars to survive, but that's not true. You need millions and millions of dollars to overindulge in things that's not going to make you any more happier than the typical or the average things, items that we buy. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to bring that, another quick video, another, thought-provoking video, so you can realize that you do not have to worship money. You do not have to be a slave for money. The price has already been paid. The universe owns everything. The sacrifice has already been made. You don't have to continue to sacrifice yourself, your mind, your life. You don't have to sacrifice your children for the system, for the savages, for the beasts. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Lay your foundation and stand on it. Don't waver. Don't go back and forth. Don't worry about somebody else's foundation. Keep your eyes on your foundation, the foundation that you're building. Don't worry about the millionaire's foundation over there. Worry about the foundation that you're building. Because at the end of the day, we all going to die. All of the guys that built the pyramids, they're all dead. Were they paid with money? No. No. Money did not exist when they was building the pyramids. They paid them with food, shelter. That's how they got paid. And those slaves did not build the pyramid. They were not forced to work there. They wanted to participate in building the pyramid for the pharaohs. That was an honor. And thousands of workers, Egyptians, died building the pyramids. But that's not the only place that pyramids were built. Pyramids was built all over the world. There are pyramids in North America, pyramids in Europe, pyramids in China, pyramids in Mexico. There are pyramids everywhere. We don't know the building, we don't know the living conditions of everybody. I'm sure some of them were slaves and some of them were workers. We don't know. We don't have all the details. But money didn't exist back then. People were paid with food. Money was worthless then. You was paid with meat, potatoes, rice, and any other commodity that they had back then, whether silk, salt, sugar, whatever they had. But they was paid with usable commodities that they needed right then where they could feed themselves. They didn't want money to go and buy the food. You would have given them some paper, they would have laughed at you. They wanted a cow. But now we all are worshiping money like that is the true resource. It's not a resource. It is a tool, but it's not a resource. You go to a builder and you hand him $20 or a hammer, and he's a carpenter, he's going to take the hammer. If you go to a pirate or a sailor and you hand him $20 or a navigational tool, he's going to take the navigational tool. So I'm just saying, you know, sometimes we overcomplicate our life. And we think that we need way, way more than what we actually need. You need knowledge. Before money came around, people survived with knowledge. That's how they survived. They survived with knowledge. There was no money. They survived with knowledge. All over the world. That's the only thing they had was knowledge. They built the pyramid with knowledge, not money. They didn't go and buy the material. They went in and excavated the material. They built the pyramids with knowledge. They didn't have any money to go and buy concrete or sand, whatever else they had used. They didn't have any cranes. They didn't have no money to buy cranes and all that stuff. You got to remember, everything that we have is built with knowledge. They make you think it's built with money. No, it's built with knowledge. Houses are built with knowledge. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have the knowledge, it's no good. All the log cabins, everything that was built in the 1700s, 1600s, whenever, all that stuff was built with knowledge. People built farms with knowledge. They had the cows, the pigs, all that stuff, knowledge. Knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, the more you're worth. Not the more money you have, the more you're worth. The more knowledge you have, the more you're worth. You got a lot of people with money. You got people with money. They not worth shit because they don't know anything. Who would you want on your team? An engineer, a carpenter, a farmer, or a rich person that don't know anything but how to spend money. Don't know how to manufacture anything. He's not a scientist. He's not a chemist. He's not a farmer. He's not a carpenter. He's not a welder. Freedom and power is in knowledge. Okay, guys. Guys, you gotta understand that money has only been around on the world stage for a very short period of time. Before money came on the stage, on the world stage, people survived with knowledge. The Native Americans, your Aboriginal people, they survive with knowledge. All animals, all 50 billion animals on this earth survive with knowledge, information. And all this information is provided to them by Earth, the universe, the magnetic field. We are out of balance. That's why we're out of balance with the universe, with ourselves. We're out of alignment. And we know it. You know why? You know how we know it? Because we're constantly trying to kill each other. That's our primary goal. We are always constantly trying to figure out a way to destroy each other. That's a sickness. That's an illness. Okay, guys, that's 20 minutes. That's it for that video, guys. I just wanted to end it with that one. Leave your answer in the comment. Would you do this again? And I'm saying that we're already doing it. If Jesus was to come back, he would be crucified again. Not by the homeless, not by the poor, not by the weak, not by the drug addicts, not by the prostitutes, but by the church and by the politicians and by the wealthy. they will hurry up and get him out of here because he will condemn this system. They will hurry up and get him out of here. Quick. He will disappear so fast like Jimmy Hoffa. Okay, guys. Until next time, guys. Keep your life clean. Keep your mind clean. Keep your body clean. Keep your car clean. Keep your home clean, guys. Download and deploy your antivirus software. Debug and unplug from the matrix. Drink plenty of spring water to flush out the toxins, the chemicals, and the poisons in the food supply, guys. You are being poisoned. You've been micro-poisoned every day. And since you're operating in your unconscious state, you don't know any better. You don't understand what you're doing. You also poison your kids and your pets by feeding them garbage, fast food, and bag crap from PetSmart. Okay, guys, until next time, guys, I'm CountryMan777. I'm signing out. Now go and conquer yourself. Peace.